Hello, scrappy friends, and welcome to another edition of Keeping Scrapbooking Simple. This is, I think, round number 13, and I am ready to go with video 1 in our 3-part mini-series. Each time I do one of these little mini-series, I like to give kind of a theme or, a certain paper pack that I'm using or something that is consistent through all 3 layouts so you can see how we can change it up and keep our scrapbooking simple. So as you can see here on my desk, today I would like to do Keeping Scrapbooking Simple National Scrapbook Day Edition. And I am going to use the Creative Memories National Scrapbook Day 2025 Accessory Pack of Paper. My plan is to use only these pattern papers throughout the 3 videos. Might add in some cardstock for embellishing and for some layering. And if you have this pack, it came in your National Scrapbook Day customer bundle, so you might already have it. If not, you do need to get this from an advisor. I have a couple on my website. In fact, if you're ever looking on how to find me, right down here at the bottom are the 2 best ways to find me. And also in the description of every video, I have my email where you can reach out to me there as well. Now, in the customer bundle, this came with a great project guide. And if you have this, you already know there are some wonderful layouts in this guide. And you know what? These are pretty simple too. So you can get a lot of pages done with this booklet alone. You don't need me to cut into this pack to show you simple ideas. I just wanted to kind of use these papers because I love the colors and the prints. The idea is these will be new ideas for keeping it simple. So you can really use any collection that you want to. And so just to challenge myself, in addition to using only the pattern paper in this collection, I also wanted to give myself a second challenge, and that is to use only 4x6 photos throughout all 3 of the layouts. And so that's my plan. It's really keeping scrapbooking simple when you use full-size photos. The bigger your photos are, the less pattern paper you actually need. So I thought, why not? Let's see if we can challenge ourselves to use National Scrapbook Day Accessory Paper Pack and 4x6 photos on all 3 of the layouts. So without further ado, let's get going on layout number 1. Okay, for layout number 1, I'm going to bring in 2 pieces of the paper. And it's going to be this one right here, the rows of potted plants on shelves. I love that one. I'm also going to bring in some of the orange from the back side, as well as this wonderful blue text paper. Now the photos I'm doing today are not of just plants and gardens. This is actually going to be a barbecue at the park, but I thought that between the blue and the potted plants, I think I'm going to be able to pull it off and put these photos on here with these 2 papers, even though this one obviously is potted plants and this one has a lot about growing plants and spring, but it also has words like bloom and love, beauty, outside. So I feel like, and it's going to get covered up with some of the photos, so I feel like it's not going to really matter too much what the words say as long as they kind of relate to the outside. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to cut off 2 rows of this shelved potted plants so that I could use them kind of a border or a shelf in my layout. So let me do that. So I'm going to take these 2 bottom rows and line it up on my mat here. Just double checking, make sure I'm aligning everything. It looks pretty good. Okay, and I'll do one more. Let's put it right about here at 3 inches up. So I'm going to bring in the orange here, and I'm going to do just some 1/4 inch strips. And I'm going to have one on the top and one on the bottom of each of the strips of potted plants. So I'm going to need 2 for each side. And then once I bring my photo in, I want another 1/4 inch strip to kind of cap them or top them off. So I'm going to do 2 more 1/4 inch strips, 1 for each side. Just while I have the orange out, I might as well get that cut. And I'm just using white as my base today, kind of help these colors really pop. And I'll do something like that. In fact, now I'll scoot this whole thing up to about 3 inches. There. Yeah, I like that. Let's do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And these other two strips we'll just hold off on for now. Let me bring in the blue piece. I'm going to want a big chunk of the blue to be over here on this side. About a 9-inch by 12-inch rectangle. And I'll slide it right under here. Nice. I love the blue with those potted plants. That looks so beautiful. Okay, let me grab my photos. I don't have too many photos of this barbecue at the park. So this is actually day 2 of my 10-year reunion that I documented a few days ago. This is the next day. We had a family picnic in the park. So I have a couple photos here of some of my friends hanging out at the picnic table, eating and having fun. So I would like to put those two here. They fit perfectly across like that. And then I have a few of my husband and my daughter. We only had the one child at this time. So, and unfortunately, a couple of these photos, the shadows are terrible, but it's all I had. And I really want to document this story. So it's going to have to do. And that's just the way it was back then, right? We didn't have, it was probably film camera and you don't know until you get it back. So, but I have this photo and I'm going to do the same thing here. Just line them up. And then the one best photo of the whole layout is going to be this cute one of my daughter with her balloon, and I'm going to bring that one in, and I think I'm going to put it just like this because I want that to kind of be my focal photo. So it's going to come down into my border, and I'll probably come back in and put a frame around that of some kind. Maybe I'll bring in a mat or something or some cardstock to kind of pop that photo so it really stands out. And then I'm going to bring in these strips, and here's what I was talking about. I kind of want to put it at the top of the photos to just kind of cap it all in. So here's my idea with the photos. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. It kind of gives it a nice little area where you know that that's where your photos are going to be and where your eyes should go. So I'm going to pause here for a moment and get everything adhered down. I have a lot of white space here, and I'm going to get my title ready and my journaling card, come back and get to some decorating of this page. Okay, so hold on. Everything is adhered down except for this photo because I want to still bring in a mat for this. So let me go ahead and do that because we have a couple of mat cards in this collection. So I bring in this one, and I'm going to use the yellow part around here to mat this photo, and then I'm going to place it right here in about the center. Then I have this mat here. So I like the green card. I want to bring this part in for my journaling. And when I flipped it over, I liked this little quote. I thought it's perfect for my 10-year reunion page. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. So I like that because it doesn't have to be literal seeds that you're planting to grow plants. It could be seeds that you're planting for your future. And since we're here 10 years after high school, planting new seeds for our future, and I thought that's perfect. So let me go ahead and trim this down. Bring in my photo trimmer for this. There we go. So now I could use both sides, and I'll probably trim this down a little just to make it even all the way around. This, I'm kind of hoping to put it right up here. I'm gonna have to cut off the person's name, unfortunately. I want it to look like it's tucked in right like that. So that's cute. I really like that a lot. Then our journaling card, I think I'm gonna put my journaling card down here. I have plenty of room, but I think I like it to have some white around it. And I'm also now identifying like where I'm going to do some embellishment clusters. So I'll probably go right here and then maybe up here at the top or even over here. So I'm going to bring in the embellishments or some of the embellishments from the collection. There's a lot of embellishments with this in your customer bundle. A lot of them are potted plants, but I just want to focus on the greenery. So I just brought in some of these. The other ones were really garden heavy, so I'm going to leave those for a future layout. And then I'm bringing in a pack of the layered embellishments as well. So I do like the little park bench because that's appropriate. So let's go ahead and start with that one, and then I think I'm going to bring that one down right over here somewhere. next to our journaling card. Kind of fill in this area right there. I still need to bring in my title before I get too carried away with embellishing. So let me do that first. For that, I'm bringing in some of these Totally Tonal stickers. You can see I am working my way through these. I just love having these on hand, especially for collections like this where I don't have any stickers to choose from. I'm really thinking of a combo of blue and green. I like the green tag, and then I'm thinking maybe up here somewhere, maybe I could tuck it in a little bit, a title. Put this one right here for a moment. There's a couple on here that I think would be perfect. I really like this one. Well, 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 look who it is, because I think that's great for a 10-year reunion, maybe not seeing some of these people in a while. But I also think that, you know, always grateful, live, laugh, love, those are all cute. But let's go for the one I like. And I like the blue. I need to bring in some more blue over here, so I think that'll be perfect. So my idea is something like this. Put the tag here, the title sticker on top of it. I think I'll pop this up onto some foam squares. There we go. That way I'm bringing in some more of the colors I've already used. I want to bring in some brown. So I have this die cut that I did with my die cut machine, and I thought I want to bring it on this page somewhere. So I'm kind of thinking right over here. Let's see, I don't want to move the photo too much actually. So I'm going to tuck this under and see how much we want to exposed. Right now we'll go for about half. I can always trim that and maybe bring it to the other side as well. For my embellishments, I like the potted plants, but I am going to tuck that under. So I'm only going to have the plants exposed, and that'll help me decide how much of that scallop to have showing. I like this one with the stripe. Kind of tuck it in. And then maybe over here, another layered embellishment. I'm just tucking this in behind, something like that. Maybe another potted plant to go like this. Yeah, I like that. That's looking cute. Let's trim down the scallop. Okay, so let's put it back the way we had it. And then, because I'm thinking, let's bring this up here underneath our tag. Just a little splash of brown popping up is what I'm looking for. And then this can come again at an angle. Gives a little bit more bulk to my area up there. Another potted plant, I'll use this yellowish one and tuck it right in under there. And I think I'll save the rest of the embellishments for something else. Bring in a word sticker. Like always, there's a few good ones on here. How about enjoying these moments? I'm thinking for something right over here. It's a little long. How about, I could trim it, but I'm seeing a better one now, which is celebrate everything. That's cute. And I think I'll pop that up onto some foam squares. There we go. I am going to get all this adhered down, and I'll be right back with some finishing touches. And like always, before I do that, I'd like to ask you to please click that like button. It really helps me out. I appreciate it, and I thank you, and I'll be right back. Okay, there's the layout. Everything's adhered down. I'm going to bring in one small finishing touch. And for that, I'm going to bring in my blue shimmer pen and do some little splatters around here and here. I just feel like I have a lot of white space, and then I'll probably come back over here as well. The way I do that is I'm going to squeeze out a little bit of the ink, and I have this plastic sheet here from the embellishments, and I'm just going to put a little bit here on the plastic sheet. There we go. I like to use my multi-purpose tool, and then I come over here and I just tap the multi-purpose tool, and the ink comes right off in little dots. I'll do the same thing right here. You want to cover up your area, you can cover it with a piece of scrap. Yep, I like that. I think I'm okay up here. Let's get some more. There we go. Just to kind of add a little something to my white space. And let's do this. I covered that up. Let's see. That looks a little too uniform. You'll see also I came back in over here with another word sticker, brought that long one in that I was debating about because I felt like I had a lot of room over here, so I added that. There's a lot of reading on this page, and I'm okay with that because I don't really have much to say about the day except for a few little facts about where we were and why we were there. That is layout number 1 in our Keeping Scrapbooking Simple National Scrapbook Day edition. Stay tuned because in a day or so, I'll upload video number 2. We're keeping our scrapbooking simple by using full-size photos and selecting a paper pack first. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.